Dorisburg. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. And the Houston Rockets starting five. We've got Wood. Victor Oladipo is out there with Wall. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. And looking at the Nets, we've got Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in a two-guard. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And the basket by Harden.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Wall's shot is off.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The Rockets again can't hit.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
And the jam by Harden.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And Greg, one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Oladipo after the basket by Brooklyn. A floater. And here's Tucker. Passes it to Gordon. They need this. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. But they recover it. It's hauled in by Wood. Rockets trail by 5. Oladipo, the pass to Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
That free throw missing.
No, make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
And he sinks the second.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams, no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
What's up?
Free throw good from Harden. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And you can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Irving kicks to Harden. Back to Irving. The dish now to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
A nice shot by Wall.
And this is where John Wall sets himself apart. The ability to get contact and finish with the best of them.
On the wing, Harris. Jordan dishes to Irving. Harden the pass to Irving. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Wall finds Oladipo. From 11 feet away, and it's Houston with another.
Well, you give the defense a lot of different looks. In the mid-range, Victor Oladipo very comfortable.
And the pass to Luau. It's hauled in by Wood.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Cans it from downtown.
Oladipo so fast off the ground. When the defense is playing off him, boy, he's going to make you pay.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Wall. On the wing, Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Oladipo's running. Good D by Harden. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Wall. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And glad to see John Wall back out there after fighting back from his Achilles injury he suffered in early 2019.
And obviously, Kevin, an Achilles injury is very worrisome for any athlete, but particularly one like John Wall, whose speed is a major part of his game. But boy, he looks good out there, and you hope he avoids any more injuries the rest of his career.
That's good from Wall. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing. Oh, the power on that Pruden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Pass to Tucker. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 8.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Ball against Irving. Shoots it. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game. And Wall with the slam.
Listen, we are talking about one of the strongest and most physical players at his position. John Wall, give me a little contact, no problem.
Harden draws the double. Irving kicks to Harris. Back to Irving. Over Wall. They get it back. Here's Luwawu. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harden against Oladipo. Pass to Gordon. 3-pointer. The rebound by Luwawu.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Irving. From 12 feet out. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
And Wall kicks it to Tucker. No good from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Outside Irving. Over Oladipo. That doesn't go in either for Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
That free throw, no good. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
And he's good on the second. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Here is Harden following the basket by John Wall. Passes it to Harris. Kicks it to Irving. Wall with the steal. A finish, and Wall slams it home.
Boy, great to see John Wall complete the break. For a while, we wondered what the effect of that Achilles injury would be. He shows us right there.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against Golden State.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Houston. And Tucker has it in the corner. A 3-pointer is right on target.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Harden outside. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Here is House. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Right side Wall. 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to Wood. Over Irving. Misses off the right eye.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Harden outside. Dishes to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebound. DeAndre Jordan third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
On defense, the Rockets. Harris inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And at 6'6", Joe Harris has been asked to play a lot of minutes at that small forward position. Doris, do you think that's his natural spot?
Well, I think he's gotten pretty good in terms of his strength, if not the length for the 3 spot. He's worked really hard defensively to get better and better. And offense, though, that's where he's going to make his money. He can make shots consistently.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. And it's tied up with that one. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Now here's Dinwiddie, following the miss by John Wall. Jordan can't get it to go.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now here's Wall. He's got 11. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Harris. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Up and in on the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
And Luau Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. $15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stuff to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays, it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Harden out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. Doris, you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Ariza's got his first points in this one.
Well, what anticipation from Trevor Ariza. Jump the passing lane, get in transition.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Back to Dinwiddie. Harden outside. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Can't get it in. He's only missed 2 of his 11 attempts.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Houston moving it around. Inside. Here's Rivers. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, you look at what a guy like Trevor Ariza can provide on the backside of his career. The numbers don't tell the story. This guy is a consummate professional.
Back to Harris. Over House. Jordan trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 6.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And Doris, you know, with Ariza, at this point, it's really about the intangibles.
Well, Kevin, you know that Ariza's going to bring it on the defensive end night in and night out. He's going to make his open shots, but the leadership, the energy, he is a former champion, and you love having that on your side.
Here's Harden. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harden's got 22 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Tucker the pass to Rivers. The shot comes out. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Here's Harris. Let's keep it alive. Claxton with the bucket.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Rivers.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And it's in there. Rivers has got his second bucket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Jordan, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Ariza outside. Back to McLemore. Tucker with the ball. He's against Jordan. 4 on the clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Garrett Temple has checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harris against Ariza. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Some last season stats for him. Last season he averaged 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
One shot.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
Temple. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Rockets trail by 4. Ariza outside. Here's McLemore. Teardrop shot and the layup by Ariza. Ariza's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The soft touch there. You love when Ariza tries his luck with that difficult floater.
Dinwiddie up top, guarded by McLemore. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Now Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Ariza against Harris. Ariza outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Danuel House. Here's Irving. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Pass to Tucker. Now here's Gordon. Off target from outside. Harris looking it over. Pass to Jordan. Over Ariza. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harris. That's 10 points for DeAndre Jordan. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Outside Gordon. 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Offensive rebound. Rivers finds Tucker over Harris. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Tucker.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
And, you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, you know, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
Houston making a switch here. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Christian Wood comes in for Trevor Ariza. Oladipo, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And John Wall subbed in for Rivers. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. You know, Doris, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
Oladipo misses.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Temple, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Jordan. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. 5 on the clock. For 3, Harris. No good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Wall, and the shot goes in. Wall's got 13 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving dishes to Harris. He kicks to Temple. Outside Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Wall passes to Oladipo. Carroll with it. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
It's the balance that Kyrie Irving maintains. Even after getting hit on the drive, it's incredible.
Wall against Irving. Yeah, the step back. Wall, no luck.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
To the inside. Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Eric Gordon.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Irving against Wall. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
The Nets have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Luwawu is checked in for Jordan. And that one falls for Irving.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. For Houston, they have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts. A lot of misses. The first one falls. James Harden is checked in for Garrett Temple. And he makes both free throws. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Wall against Irving. There's the pass to Harris. Pass to Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. Looking at the Nets, Kenny?
One of the big questions coming in is, how do you defend James Harden? He could take you in either direction. He has the crossover and the jab and go. And one of the best shot makers in the game.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So on the floor for Houston, Gordon is out there with Wood. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Wall, and it's Tucker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Gordon finds Tucker. Back to Gordon. Down low, it's stolen by Harris. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break. A shot by Harden, wide open, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Hits it from three-point range.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Wall against Irving. Wall's shot is off.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Rockets with possession here. Gordon the pass to Oladipo. Yep, that one goes in there. Oladipo's got 11 points.
You got to love the confidence of Victor Oladipo. All he needs is a sliver of daylight off the screen, and he is ready to make you pay.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Wall outside. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 10. Harris outside. Outside Irving. Shoots over Tucker. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
That is big time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
Irving passes to Jordan. He dishes it to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. There's Luwawu. They grab their own miss. And then Jordan slams it in.
Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
Wall looking for an opening. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. For Houston, they have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think you can make a very strong case that John Wall has been underrated throughout his career. This guy is a multi-talented point guard who prides himself on leading his guys.
that one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Harden, no good. Rockets trail by 8. It's Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Tucker. Fade away. Oladipo misses. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Now, DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Wall against Irving. Wall attacking. And it goes down 2 points. Wall's got 23 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Irving passes to Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, took it aggressively right at the defense, and it pays off. Wall making it happen as usual.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Nets making a switch here. Sampson's checked in. Daniel House has checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for Victor Oladipo. And so Wall nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Irving passes to Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
He gets that one. And that's now 27 points for John Wall.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Irving double team. To the middle. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Wall. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Brooklyn leading by 10.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn.
A chance to check out stats for Spencer Dinwiddie. How he did last season.
Put up about 17 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds.
He's been nothing short of fantastic
during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Nets passing it around. In the corner, Irving with it. Clock at 6. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Wood's got 7 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Tucker. Shoots the 3 with the putback.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Fast break. Here they come. Here's Wall. Lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got 14 points now in the second half.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's confidence has just grown over the course of his career. DeAndre, for much of it, averaged less than 5 points per game, especially those first couple of years. Look at him now.
Good. And that's 31 points for John Wall.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Irving passes to Jordan. To the paint. Here's Luwawu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
To the middle.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
Now the pass to Sampson, right wing. Dinwiddie, right side. Pass to Luwawu. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Luwawu's got 9.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
I'll tell you, he is absolutely playing some basketball right now. John Wall, nothing the defense has is impeding his progress.
Irving passes to Jordan. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. And no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. McLemore with the ball. And Irving pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Feet out. Drained for 2 points. He's got 17.
Irving just so dynamic on offense, guys. A million ways he can hurt you.
Here's Wall. Great D that time from Irving. Nets leading by 11. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's House. A rebound by the Nets. Brooklyn's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Dinwiddie outside. Jordan inside, guarded by McLemore. And that one is off. Pass to House, to the wing right side. Wall draws the double to the right side. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from House.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Outside Irving. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Houston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Passes to Wall. Count that one. Wall's got 35 in the game.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Luau. 9 points in the game so far. And that one is hammered home.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And Wall kicks to Carroll. 1:04 left to play in the third. McLemore, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They're leading by 8. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Garrett Temple is checked in for Jakar Sampson. And a change for the Rockets. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Wood. Ball against Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball. And it's the Rockets on the break. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 37.
If you put together a list of the fastest players end-to-end, John Wall is certainly at the top.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. To the inside. Luau. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Wall against Irving. And Wall kicks to Carroll. The pass to House. Here's Wall for 3. That one no good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Nets out in front. They're up by 8. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Luau. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Irving at the 1. Here's Temple. Harris outside. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And stolen by Harris. Inside. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Rivers. Here's the teardrop. Back to Oladipo. Six to shoot. Here's Carroll. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, the call goes Carroll's way thanks to the effort he puts in. He doesn't back away from the contact.
Shooting 2.
falls for Carroll.
Now, did you know, Kevin, that they call DeMarre Carroll the swag daddy because he always dresses to impress? I hear the wardrobe is unreal.
That one is no good. Nets leading by 7. Harris outside. Irving kicks to Temple. Irving against Rivers. Irving, good. Irving's got 19 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oladipo against Irving. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 7 points for Ariza.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. No good from Irving.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Oladipo dishes to Gordon. Tipped away. Carroll passes to Rivers. Houston moving it around. It's Ariza on the wing. Back to Rivers. Ariza outside. Kept alive. Tries again. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Carroll.
Well, this guy loves the phrase, quote, hard work is a talent, and you can see DeMarre Carroll's work on the glass there.
Harris with it. Picked up by Rivers. Harris kicks to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Rivers against Harris. Gordon for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 7. Irving surveying the floor. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Temple, guarded by Oladipo. And that one is good. And that's 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And here's Gordon from outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Irving passes to Temple. Rivers against Irving. Good. Nice job down low. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half. Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Pass to Irving. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Rockets trail by 6. It's Oladipo on the wing. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Here's Irving. Misses in close. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Outside Jordan. He kicks it to Harris. Irving against Rivers. And the Nets miss again.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Jordan sends it back. Here's Temple, guarded by Oladipo. Temple, the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. There's the triple. The Rockets pull it in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Ariza, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Ariza's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of move, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
That's good from Tucker. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Wall against Irving. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 27 points for Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Down low. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 1, and the bucket from Tucker.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Luwawu, it's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving against Wall. Now, here is Irving. D right on, and the dunk by Jordan.
Now, Kev, we're talking about a guy with great size and length and athleticism. DeAndre Jordan just keeps pressure on the defense.
Irving against Wall. Stolen by Harden. Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Here's Wall. Great D that time from Jordan.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler. Absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Wall wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Nets leading by 7. Here's Luwawu. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now a timeout called by Houston.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Rockets trail by 9. Outside, Wall. Oladipo for 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 8 now on the night. Harden against Oladipo. Outside Irving. Floats one, and it's blocked.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker. Important possession there, and John Wall getting it done.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to Irving. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Irving's got 31 points.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Oladipo outside. But they get it back. The rebound by Luwawu. Luwalu's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
All against Irving. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
That's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
Harden scanning the floor. From deep, hits the 3-point bomb. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Irving against Wall. Releases from 15. Shot clock at 5. And the basket by Gordon. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Irving. It's stolen by Wall.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And they go to the intentional foul. And Brooklyn has possession. It's a 5-point game. And here is Irving. And it's Jordan atop the key.
Well, you have to love what Tucker did there defensively. Shows the fundamentals and intensity to lock down his man.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now, here is Irving. So it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.
Chris, tonight, two offenses that love to slow it down and then set it up. What was your favorite half-court play, for instance?
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it's a play called turn 4 or 5. And depending on if I was the 4 or the 5, that means that you have a guard come out. He spins out. He comes out on the wing, and he throws it into you. And then it's your job to go to work or to find a double team. So it's almost like being that point forward off the box. So any play that was called for myself in the half court, you know, my favorite play.
Right, I can see the play in my mind right now as you're describing it, actually. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. All out there with Oladipo. And there's Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Wood in at the 4-man position. Now, here is Harden. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Ball against Irving. Bucket is good.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Ball taking his time here. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Jordan finds Irving. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Tucker.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Wall against Irving. And Wall. Here we go now. And he makes that one. Wall's got his second basket.
I like that intensity. Wall won't be denied on these type of drives to the
Irving with the bounce pass. Harris against Gordon. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. In going up against James Harden, he stressed to his team the need to show your hands to the refs. The Beard is just the best at catching defenders with their hands in the cookie jar. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Wall. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jordan. Harden with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Harden's shot is off.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Gordon, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Here's Irving. Harris outside. It's Jordan on the wing. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Harris. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Wood.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
The pass to Tucker. Here's Wood. Outside, Wall. Oladipo, the pass to Tucker.
I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He misses the free throw.
quick fact for you guys. P.J. Tucker is the #1 sneakerhead in the NBA, and it's not even close. The man owns hundreds and hundreds of kicks. In the 2018 playoffs, P.J. wore 22 different pairs of shoes in 17 games.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got 5. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Nets trail by 3. Outside Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving's shot is good. 7 points in the game.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
To the paint. From 6 away. And it's Gordon getting it to go.
And the awareness of Wall. A guy you can count on to find the open man.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Passes it to Harden. Over Oladipo. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving.
It's not an easy job to guard Harden. It's made even harder when his mid-range game is open.
Outside Wall. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Llewellyn, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Jordan kicks to Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before. No one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Ball against Irving. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wood. Drills the baseline jumper.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving passes to Harden. The three-pointer no good. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Houston in the lead. He kicks to Carroll. There's the dish to Gordon. Pass to Oladipo. The 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Clearly a foul.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
The determination of Irving. He's a type A personality who just wants to win.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. And so Irving nails both of them.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah. Every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
That free throw good from Oladipo. Nets trail by 5. On the way, Harris. Irving against Rivers. Irving dishes to Jordan. 11 feet away. That one a little long. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 7-point Rocket lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Harris outside. Count it.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Rockets leading by 5. Outside Gordon. Offensive rebound, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Basket counts, and the Rockets lead by 9. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. On the wing, Irving. It's Harden with the drive. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
Timeout called the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Is checked in for Gordon.
And let's see the stat sheet here on DeAndre Jordan. He's coming off an excellent season. averaged about 11 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Absolutely. And now the question is, can he build from this? Or will he regress back to the mean? You know, we'll see.
Carroll finds Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
You see the quickness from Rivers right there. He's good at probing inside when he gets a chance.
Nets trail by 9. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Llewellyn. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Rivers surveying the D. Six on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater. Rivers has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stop.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Oladipo with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Irving against Carroll. And here's Harden. He has 6. Harris outside. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets leading by 5. Oladipo outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside, Irving. And they pick up 2. Irving's got 13 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Rivers passes to House. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. The pass to Wood. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. There's a lot of game left to play.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Oladipo taking his time here. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
They've got Luwawu. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On defense, the Rockets. Here's Irving. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Here's Rivers. Lays it up off the glass. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Let's a floater go. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Dinwiddie. Up top, Rivers. Covered by Irving. Rivers can't get it to go.
Oh. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Rivers finds Tucker. And some nice passing there by Houston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McLemore inside the line. Misses off the left eye.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's McLemore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one, no good. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Second round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And so it's Houston with it, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. From deep. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Inside. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 17.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Rivers. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Here's Luwawu. And he lays it straight in. Luwawu's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do care, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball, if that makes sense.
It does. Perfect sense. The Rockets making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Now here's Wall. He's got 6. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
The floater of Wall is unguardable. I mean, when he's in rhythm, he's so tough to defend.
There's Dinwiddie. Passes it to Harris. Outside Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wall against Irving. Wall, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 4. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Irving. Second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Look, he's a pro at fooling the defense. Irvin's shot fake is dangerous, and he just showed there.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Irving nails both of them. Rockets trail by 6. Now Wall. 8 points for him. And that one's good. House.
Wow. See that pass from Wall? I mean, that's how you execute offense for years. He's been one of the best at it.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Outside Irving. Over Wall. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Rockets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Wall. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Wall's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, you got to respect the skills of Wall. He's a flashy ball handler who is highly creative.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
On a night like this, Irving forces the D to step back and to take his medicine. They can't do anything about it.
Now here's McLemore. Dinwiddie covering. Wall, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 4. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Wall against Irving. It's Wall with the drive. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Look at the edge Wall plays with. I love it. When he gets hit, he still remains calm and steady and focuses and knocks the shot down.
Back to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Here's Wall. 12 points for him. Here's Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Tucker's very good at using his body and drawing contact. I mean, he's got the physical tools. He's not afraid to use them.
Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like a Kevin Durant. No, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Schrempf. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break, whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", but played like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 4. Here's Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. Sweet little floater. Dinwiddie's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
Wall against Irving. Over to Wall. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
That one is off. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, you know he's had to deal with some major injuries over the course of his career, but Wall never loses the drive to succeed.
And it's Jordan atop the key. To the inside. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Jordan. And 11 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Oladipo outside. Wood passes to Tucker. It's tipped and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Dinwiddie wide open. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Wall against Irving. Takes a shot at the elbow. Jump shot is good that time. 17 points for Wall.
No, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Dinwiddie finds Jordan. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. The Nets have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And he can't hit the second. Rockets trail by 8. Outside, Wall. Kicks it to Gordon. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wall. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Wood. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Here's Wall. After the basket by Brooklyn. Dishes it to Gordon. Pass to Wood. Rebounded by Temple.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Outside Jordan. Irving double team. Back to Jordan. He kicks it to Temple. Outside Irving. For the 3. He's off on that one. The Rockets go the other way with it.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second. And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
With John Wall coming back after that Achilles injury he suffered in the start of 2019, it's been a long road to recovery for him, and I know just how much he misses playing every day.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. C. Webb, as we know, with Wall, he made the most of his time missed by finishing his degree.
Yeah, Wall was able to take the classes he needed to complete his bachelor's degree from Kentucky. I'm sure he would have preferred to play instead, but he saw an opportunity with his education and made the most of it.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 25 over Wall. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
To the paint. Here's Gordon. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Gordon's got 10.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Harden against Oladipo. Harden, no good. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. And Wall with the slam.
Driving, spotting up. Wall can do it all. A fantastic job tonight at the offensive end.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 27. In the corner, Harden launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. 9 points in the game so far.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
It up for Jordan, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Now here's Wall. Fires from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And the first half is now in the books. Nets lead by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 27 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Uncle Drew is putting on a scoring clinic. Love his instincts on an offensive end, making the right play time after time.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Rockets trail by 10. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Wood out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Wall. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Now here is Harris. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
So it's Brooklyn now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Good on the shot. And that's now 29 points for Kyrie Irving.
Tough trying to stick with Curry, especially when he's involved in the screen and roll.
Wall against Irving. And Wall. Here we go now. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Offensive rebound. Irving. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
All with it. He's got 22. Puts it up from 17. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Luwawu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Nets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Rockets trail by 13. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Wall. And no good that time. Great D that time from Jordan. Irving for 3. Good on the triple. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Look, he makes the D pay. Irving, if you stay off of him, he likes to torch you with the pull-up.
And Wall kicks to Oladipo. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the layup falls. Oladipo's got 11 points. And here is Irving. He's got 34. Harden outside. Puts up a 3. But they'll get another chance. No good from Jordan. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 14. Good D by Harden. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie. That one made my day.
Rockets trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Oladipo, 11 points in the game. No good there.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to halt in that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Irving against Wall. And he banks in the layup. Wall's got 24.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Wall against Harden, looking to get it going, and the layup is good. Harden's got 11.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then Chris would get that shot.
This step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Sanson's checked in. The shot's good from Irving.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
else has checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for Victor Oladipo. Wall against Irving. Wall draws the double. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Can't fall for the pump fake. Wall excels at fooling defenders out of their shoes each time.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Rockets. And the second free throw, good. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 17-5 run. Irving finds Harris. From 13, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Wall. 25 points in the game. Here's House, and it's blocked by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. It's stolen by Ariza. He dishes it to Wall. And Wall slams it home.
The Wall is a blur. His speed is just incredible. He gets to the cup in the blink of an eye.
Here is Harden. He's got 11. Outside Jordan. The feed now to Irving. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got 38 points.
He's going to get it done all over the floor. Outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
And the pass to House. Now here's McLemore. No points in the game yet for him. Wall passes to House. 5 on the clock. Wall with it. The 3 ball. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
This is it to House. Outside Ariza. He feeds it to Wall. Jordan with the rebound.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Lets it go from the wing. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Wall against Irving. And Wall kicks it to Tucker. The Rockets with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The Nets working the ball around now.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Wall's shot is off.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Irving. The Rockets pull it in. And it's Wall in the corner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Irving double team. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Harris outside. From 12 feet out, it's a hand on it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The superb strength from the crafty guard. Wall's used to getting knocked around. He sticks with his shot.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Wall. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Wall passes to House. McLemore with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Shoots. But they get it back. Ariza passes to Tucker, and he bangs it home with one hand.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that thing.
And here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Jordan trying to free himself up, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Ariza. And even though, Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been a nuisance for opposing scorers with his reach. And Kevin, you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
Free throw good from Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wall draws the double. Here is House. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Good on the bucket.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind. He just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza.
One shot.
And that one falls for Wall.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Harden. He's got 17. Pass to Dinwiddie. Pops it up for Jordan.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Wall against Dinwiddie. Oh, look at him play!
Get out the way! There's no let up in John Wall's attack. he makes his mind up that he's scoring, and then he just does.
Harden outside. The fader. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
That's how you attack. It's a luxury to have a point guard with that kind of vertical, that kind of strength, that kind of height, that kind of speed. That's John Wall.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 14 points for him. The 3 from Harden. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. And for the Rockets, they're shooting approximately 43% in the 3rd quarter. Pass to McLemore. Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Count that bucket. And it's now 22 points for James Harden.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
As point guards go, Wall is very adapted, taking the ball inside. I mean, he gets a lot of points in there.
There's the pass to Jordan. Harden surveying the D. Wall grabs the board. And it's Wall with the ball for Houston. Now the dish to Rivers. Dinwiddie against Wall. 5 to shoot. Wall draws the double. Here's House. And that one goes long. Brooklyn's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. From outside the arc, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. They've got Garrett Temple. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Claxton in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Dinwiddie. Passes it to Temple. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Pass to Clemens. Lobbed up there for Chandler. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Claxton. Kicks to KD. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's Houston's ball. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Clemens. It's blocked. Dinwiddie outside from 13. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight. And for Houston, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sampson, the pass to Durant. They get a hand on it. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the
I
old
do.
fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow, they have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Rivers. Pass to Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
Clemens. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Clemens. The 10-footer finds the target. Here's Temple. The pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. The teardrop falls in.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the NBA2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Drills it from outside. And that's 13 points for Eric Gordon.
But you really do have to D up Gordon from deep. I mean, he doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Pass to KD. Lets it go from deep. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist here tonight. Rockets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Pass to Rivers. Here's the floater. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Dishes it to KD. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. The pass to Clemens. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. And good that time.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside, KD. Claxton the pass to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on a poster.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now here's Durant. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Pass to Carroll. It's Ariza on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And another 3 for Houston.
Oh, and even with the long threes, Ariza is extraordinary. Simply one of the better deep ball shooters in this league.
Now Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divac or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshallonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And the basket is good.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Durant down low, and the shot is good. KD's got 17 points here in the second half.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Here's Clemens. They get it again. Chandler, and Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Here's Dinwiddie from down in the low post. It goes.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stripped away. Durant down low. Ariza covering over Ariza. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Rivers can't get it to go.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Outside Durant. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Passes to Sampson. It's rebounded by Houston. Terrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Durant against Chandler. Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the shot. So Houston will take it the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to KD. Ariza with the rebound. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining